we have Celestina first time. Joseph, KS Joseph has attended again. All right. Okay, great. Good. So we have a good mix of people. A lot of you seem to be first timers. So no worries at all. We are doing a series of online sessions for various topics in the digital space. So you may just want to sign up to our list, and whichever session resonates with you, you can be part of it. Only one session will be repeating every week, which is the foundation series. The rest of all will be very unique sessions based on the foundation series. I welcome you all, and if Darshan is ready and we have the required participants in, he can start.
Yes, ready. I'm ready. Okay, so most of you are aware today what is the session on. Basically, this session is on Facebook marketing. So can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Everyone, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
Vinay, can you please mute yourself? Darshan, who has host control? Reshma, can you make sure all the mics are mute? Not yet. I have not received.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just start the session. So hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, how many of you have started using Facebook for your business? If you are using Facebook for your business, please type yes on your chat box. Okay, Sri Kumar, Divya, Krishna, Nivedita. Very good, very good. A lot of people have started using Facebook. Okay, before we start Facebook marketing, okay, Madhusudan says no. Okay, fine. So Madhusudan, by the end of this session, you'll make sure that you have to start using your Facebook. So before we start this, I'll introduce myself. I'm Darshan Jetty, your digital jockey. I have around 15 years of experience in web technology across various platforms, starting from website design, development, mobile application, digital marketing, and funnel marketing. So from last 4 years, I've been doing digital marketing and training a lot of people on digital marketing stuff. So we thought in this quarantine time, let us start educating people so that they make use of this time. Once they come back to the business, they'll use this whatever they have learned and they start using it. So I have, and right now my mission is to train 10,000 business digital and grow digital. I am launching my book soon, which is called as Go Digital and Grow Digital. Okay, I've been trained by the industry experts like Siddharth, Rajshekhar, Wix, Gary, and Russell Branson. So I have done, if you believe it or not, I did my first web design course at the age of 13 in 2000. So at that very time, I got my certification from NIT. You can see my certification over here. Yeah, it is very small. Yeah, so I have got that certification. So today the entire session is basically about how you start using Facebook. If you are using Facebook, how to start making it better. Most of them have a concern that I'm using Facebook, but I'm just generating likes and shares, but ultimately that doesn't give business. Yes. So there is a way to do business on Facebook. So I have created this kind of a mind map or session basically to understand for the business owner why they have to use Facebook. One. Second thing, if they are using Facebook, how efficiently and effectively they can use. So most of them, what they think is, okay, on doing Facebook marketing. So basically, you have to make everything right to work. So let us start our session. I think we have got quite a good amount of people today in the session. So let us start. If you want to start, please hit on the chat box, start. Yes. Sri Kumar is very fast. He is on the keyboard. Start, start. Kishan Kumar, Divya. Yes, Anand, Krishna Kumar, Saju, Madhusudan. Great, great. So, Facebook, most of you are aware of Facebook, and there is no person in the world who doesn't know Facebook, right? So why Facebook? That is a big question. Why we have to use Facebook? So if you look into it, we have around 2.6 billion active users on Facebook. As per the stats, which is of 2020, it is 2.6 billion people across the globe who are using Facebook. Who are these users? So basically the users is male and female. We have 63% of the male who are using Facebook, and we have 75% of female. You can look what is the target segment, guys. So female crowd is more on Facebook. If you have a product which you have to market, which is with respect to women accessories or whatever, you have 75% of the market share which is female on the Facebook. So basically our average spend per person per day is around 60 minutes. You believe it or not, 1.2 billion users use Facebook every day, and they spend almost 60 minutes. That is, out of 24 hours, they are spending 1 hour. So you can understand what is the potential that Facebook has. Basically, once the 1.2 billion which we are talking, right? If you look into it, we have different age groups. It is not that only certain age groups of people who are there or the millennials who are there. If you'll be shocked to know this, around 91% of the people who are using 1 hour, almost 1 hour in Facebook are at the age of 18 to 29. And 89% of the people are 30 to 49. 64% of the people are 50 to 64. So basically, you have to understand what is the age segment you are pitching in, what is the target audience, and what is the gender of the people. So here only you can pitch into yourself. If your product is somewhere at the age of between 18 to 49, and if you are specifically targeting female segment, then Facebook is the right platform to use. So there is something called 48% funda. So I'll explain this 48% funda when I go deep into this training. So basically, what you learned today in Facebook. So how many of you are interested to learn? If you are interested, type IN on the chat box. If you are interested, type IN on the chat box. We will go to the next part of what you learn on Facebook. So basically this would be around 45 minutes to an hour max, the session. So I have segmented in such a way that it will be not more technical content which I'll be driving on. It will be a mix of technical and non-technical things. Certain things some people would not find it or pick it up. So what you can do is make a note of it. You can either write me a mail or send me an WhatsApp. So I'll help you to understand those what is the topic. So basically what you learn today is how to create Facebook. One, the basic thing, you have to be on Facebook. So how you have to be on Facebook. Second, how do you market on Facebook, which is more important. How do you market on Facebook? Third thing is advertise on Facebook. Advertisement is something with respect to paid marketing which you do on Facebook. I'll be telling you how effectively you will be doing the paid marketing and how you can measure that. Next would be setting up a Facebook funnel, which is very important. Believe it or not, if you don't have a Facebook funnel in place, you can't measure the traffic. 100% it will be kind of a chaos in there, and you will not get a desired result. Next, what you have to do is track. How do you track Facebook campaigns or marketing, whatever you're doing? Next, I'll tell you what is that 48% formula. And I have some of the giveaways today after this class. So post this class, I'll be telling you what exactly you will be doing. So let us start the first part as how do you create or be on Facebook. How many of you are there on Facebook? Just type I am on Facebook. If you are there on Facebook, type I am. Yes, everyone, almost everyone is there on Facebook, right? How many of you have your business profile or a business page on Facebook? Type I have a business page. IBP. IBP. If you have a business page, IBP. I have a business page. Okay, most of them have a business page. Some did, they don't have. Okay. So the first and the foremost thing what you have to have is a brand or a business page. Most of them who are having a business page would obviously you would have created your Facebook page. So in Facebook, there is basically two different things. You have to specifically be clear on what you're targeting on. So when you're creating a Facebook page, you have to be sure whether it is a business or a brand, or basically it is a community or a public figure. So why it is important? So basically, guys, everything is based on bots which is running. So there is a lot of algorithms which is built on Facebook to make sure that what segment you are, and in certain cases, the same ads will be on your page. If you make, say, example, you are a public figure and you create a brand page, then there is no point. You are not at all in the right platform. The initial start itself is wrong. Or if, say, example, you have a very good brand and you create something like a community or a public figure page, it doesn't work. So you have to be very clear in what you're doing. You have to be either as a brand or a business, or as a community or a public figure. So these are the two important things which you have to be knowing before you step into Facebook. Next, basic to basic thing is having your cover photo and profile done. Most of the cases I see, they do a brand page. They just crop out the logo of the company, just paste it on their Facebook cover page. And some people, what they do is they'll be having the same profile picture as well as the cover page, cover photo. Sorry. So you have to specifically have a profile photo picture and a separate cover photo. So I have given the pixel also here. Your profile picture, if you are, this is an example. See, you can't see that lady. So they will put their personal photo or their company photo or their company building. Some cases it is company building which they put in. So guys, you have to understand what you are looking. Hardly you get 10 to 20 seconds for anyone to look into your Facebook page. If it is not credible, if it is not built in a more ethical way or more what you can professional way, then it is a big challenge. They'll start checking whether this is a fake company or a good company. Even though you are doing very good business, you have to have a certain standard which you have to maintain. So here is a exact size for your cover photo, profile picture, and the timeline. So basically, if you look into, so you have a cover photo, which is this lady who's standing, which is 820 pixel by 312 pixel. For the logo, which is the profile picture, which is 180 by 180 pixel, and the timeline. So timeline is basically the post which you are doing. So the post should be around 1200 pixel to 6. Because automatically Facebook will start creating those pages with respect to the mobile version as well as the laptop version or your desktop version. So next is a short description. So the short description, what you have to do is you have to be very crisp. The description what you are mentioning should be very crisp and clear. What are the things you have to cover? So basically it is about the company, when it is started, what is the company profile page name. So here you can see this page name, right? You can see most of the people will not create the page name. They create page at username. If you click on it, you can customize your page name. It should be something like facebook.com/ Darshan Jetty or facebook.com/Chai Graphics. It has to be in a proportioned way, and you have to make sure that you create the page name. The next part is the business info. You have to mention your address, all the telephone numbers, email ID, all these things. So if you look into the other stats of SEO also, your Facebook page is very important. Right now, Google is also checking whether the Facebook or all the social media is existing or not. Based on that only, the bots are calculating. Okay, guys, you can't see this presentation what I am showing? If you can't see, just click on I can't.
Darshan, we also have 8 Vijay PN. Can you just ask them to change their names? Otherwise, we wouldn't know who is participating.
Okay, guys, who whenever you're logging in, please change your name, right? Just don't put the phone numbers. Okay, most of them can see my presentation. Okay, it is there in the presentation mode itself.
How to change the name? You can tell that also.
Okay, if you want to change the name, on the right side there are 3 dots next to once you log in, right? If you are logging in through your mobile, you have to do a right swipe. Below there will be a name, 3 dots. You have to click on that 3 dots. Then change name will be there. Change the name. Okay, so continue. Okay, so the short description. Okay, okay, the short description what you're mentioning should be very crisp and clear. Someone is.
So that is the issue actually for a Vijay PN. So we don't even know whose mic is on. So we're the 7-8 Vijay PN. If they change their name, we exactly know. Otherwise, we'll keep calling out. There are some Vijay PN whose mic was on mute.
Okay, okay, fine,
Okay.
fine. If someone's mic is unmute, there will be a, I mean, mute. There will be a strike over on the mic icon. If it is not there, please do that. No. Okay, so let us not continue on the
Question, sir.
Yes, sir.
That whatever that you are seeing now, that words unable to.
Yeah, I'll share the whole deck for you today after the meeting so that you can
Yes.
sit and briefly look into what it is.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
I agree. Yeah, I agree that it is very small because on the presentation we can't blow it off to a bigger level or zoom it. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I'll be sharing all this presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So that next part, which is call to action, the add a button is there, right? This is very important. Basically, most of them don't use this call to action. Call to action button is where you can lead them to your website. You can lead them to your uh, contact form. You can give your phone number. You can give your address. So basically, you have to be very clear on a call to action. If it is a product or something, you have to give them a link to your website or your shopping cart. If it is a business or a service, you have to give them a phone number where they would be able to click on it and take action. So the call to action button is very important. Okay. So once you create this, most of them have created the Facebook page. There is no need for me to go in detail about how to create a Facebook page. The second thing is how to market it on Facebook. So if you look at it, there is 2.5 billion people who are there on Facebook. You exactly don't know what is that, where you have to go. You are kind of a directionless. So we have to choose what is the product, what we are doing, and we have some key factors how to market your product. When you're choosing your product or a service, these are the main key factors which are very important for you. And even if you are working with an agency, like most of them who are working with an agency, who have an agency in place, who are doing their social media activities, you have to know better, like what are the key factors which are there in the social media or in Facebook, where you have to ask them questions. So most of the agencies I have seen, I mean, they will be working on it, but the customer will not be knowing what they have to ask. So basically it is a more technical thing. Some people understand, some people take time and learn. Some people are like clueless. When an agency starts telling a language which is like going above your head, then obviously you're in a soup. So you have to be at least be well prepared before going to an agency to tell them do a marketing for me. You should be knowing at least the basics of how it works, how Facebook works. Okay. So the basic key factors which are there, because I've been doing Facebook marketing, because of my experience, I can tell you these are the basic factors which is required. First, set a goal. If you don't set a goal, it will be like clueless. You are there in a football stadium where there is no goals. So you have to set a goal for your Facebook. So what kind of goals? Basically, when I interact with people and I interact with my customers, they tell what is the goal which I should have. It can be any goal. It can be a brand awareness goal. You're launching a product. You're launching a product which is like a new version of your product, or a new type of a product or a prototype. You can do a brand awareness campaign. You want to build community across your people. You want to say example, Darshan, I am right now building a community. So you can do a community goal. So I have to build a community of 10,000 people in next 2 years. So that should be my goal. Leads. So you are basically, you want to sell a product. I am selling mobile phones. Basically you want leads. You put the products, sell the phones. That is as simple. So you have to put a goal. How many phones are you selling? If you're selling iPhones, at least 100 iPhones a month. So you have to be very clear on the goals, because if you don't define a goal, then your way to reach the goal will not be there. You can't phase. So they want traffic for the website, something like you can say bharatmatrimony.com. Bharat Matrimony wants traffic to the website. So basically, they this kind of a brand awareness for them. They want to build a community and leads. So your goal can be a mixture of all these things. You can have all these things inclusive as a goal, or you can have a specific goal also. This is one key important thing. The second important thing what you have to look in is you have to try to understand what is your audience. So if you don't understand what is your audience, whom you are selling for, then it is very difficult. So you have to segment it in such a way that, say example, I am selling a pencil. The age group is from 5 years to 15 years. In some cases it is different, or it is more also. Then what is the region? So I can sell it across Bangalore, across Karnataka, across India, or across globe. So you have to be very specific on what is the region. If you're not specific on the region, what happens, right? Facebook will start campaigning everywhere. So basically, if you don't select a specific region, say example, I am selling masala dosa batter in somewhere in Australia, people will not understand. That is what which happens. So you have to be very specific on what you're selling. Then the interest. So that interest is basically what kind of people who buy your product. Obviously, a person who is 15 years old, he'll not be looking for a walking stick, right? So you have to segment it in a particular interest. What is his interest? So you have to start questioning, like, what is my product? To this product, what is the age group which it will suit? It can be more. It can be starting from 20 years to 60 years, some products. And what region you are planning or where you have to sell. Next is what is the interest which they have. So if I am selling a product which is with respect to cosmetics, the interest would basically be women at the age group of 18 to 50 or even 65, and in a specific region, say example in Bangalore or in India. So that should be the level of understanding for you where you have to sell. The next key factor is on the strategy part. Then it is very difficult. Your content is a king. Content is a king right now. You have to have a brand voice which is there, where you can start targeting your brand voice, or it can be a mix of content. So you have to place a particular content strategy, or you can start hiring people who are basically into content development and have a content strategy for it. This is very important. And scheduling the post, this is one thing which I keep telling to my clients as well as my colleagues also. The placement of the post should be in the right time and the right place and the right location. If the placement of the post is not in the right time, right place, and the right location, then 100% there is no result. So if you can see the screen, type S. Okay, so basically this is a statistics done by Sprout Social. So here, if you look into it, in the left hand side there is days, below there is the time. The major interaction or this is the right slot for advertising your products or posting here. You can't hear me? I got a video is stuck too. You can't hear me.
Darshan, in between your voice is going away.
Hello.
And it is what do you
Guys,
say?
can you hear me?
No, Darshan, your voice is not clear. It's breaking. Darshan, can you hear me? Just hold on, guys. He'll join back again, or he will restart his screen.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah. In the meantime, you may just want to share what you learned, so your takeaway so far. In the meantime, in the chat
Hello.
box.
Yeah.
Yes, Darshan, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. There was some challenge in my internet. So, guys, can you hear me now? So, where did you lose me? Okay. I'll go back to the slide which I was talking. Okay. So, can you see my screen now? I'm sharing my screen.
No. Now we can see your screen.
Great. So, let me go back to the slide which I was talking on. Okay. So, basically, if you look into, you should the scheduling of the post. So you have to have a very good clarity on when to schedule your post. Okay, here is a slide which says, okay, if you can see the slide, just type yes on your chat box. Okay, great. So whenever there is a challenge in either in my video or in the quality of the audio, please type on the chat box so that I can just go back and rectify it. So if you look into it, basically the time zone is around 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. some cases. This is the right time for you to target your Facebook ads or your post. So most of them, what they do is morning 8 o'clock only they'll come and post it on the Facebook. So basically, what is the point? If you look into it, it has a very less amount of engagement here on Monday and Tuesdays. Midweek is the right time. Wednesdays, it is kind of a peak. Thursdays is peak. Fridays is peak. And even if you look into it, on Saturdays and Sundays, the first slot is completely off, and even the second slot, post lunch, is also completely off because people are busy with their own personal life, right? So we have to look into these kind of stats basically on where to target and how to target. Okay, this is the major key factors when you are marketing your Facebook ads. So first thing is you have to set a proper goal, which is very important. Second, you have to understand your audience. Third, the content strategy which is there. And fourth is scheduling your post. So if you are doing if you are following these factors, you are there on the right track. The next part comes is how you're posting, how you're advertising, how you're moving. So the first part is basically on the creation of the platform. Second, just making those basic things, basic to basic things in place, like setting up goals, understanding your audience, strategy of your content, and the scheduling of the post. The next part comes as a major thing, which is advertisement. So here I call it as a super 7. So guys, if you want to know about the super 7 ways to advertise on Facebook, just type on super 7 on the chat box. Fast, fast, fast. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. What is the best time to schedule the post? Basically, Divya, as I was telling you, right time is midweeks, and the time would be somewhere around 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Midweeks like Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. Don't plan your posts or engagements or doing social media. I mean, doing paid marketing on weekends. It is not that there is not traffic. According to a survey, this is what the stats says. Basically, you have to look into the stats also, right? Basically, wherever there is an highest engagement, you have to do that. Obviously, Monday and Tuesday, it will be very difficult. If you look into ourselves, Monday it would be very difficult for you to go back and check on your Facebook, right? The first thing what you do is go back to your office, start working. Monday you will not be checking your Facebook. So that is kind of a logic or a, yeah. So basically the time zone is right now Indian standard time zone. It basically it is for any time zone. If you are targeting your products in India, it is Indian time zone. And if you are targeting across the globe, then you have to be very specific. So I'll tell you how to segment that also further down the line. Yeah. So super 7, yeah. What is the super 7? Fine. The super 7 is, this is what it is. First thing is, know your audience. If you don't know your audience, then you can't sell. Right objective, creative, creatives, set up a funnel, smart bid, mobile, split test, or A/B test. So what is this know your audience? Basically, whenever you are doing an advertisement or a paid campaign, okay, so you, as you know, that there is an organic way of generating it. You just go and post it in your Facebook wall. And guys, you have to remember this. If you have 10,000 friends, sorry, if you have 10,000 likes, 1,000 friends, it doesn't bring anything on your Facebook. Whatever you are posting, right, only hardly 1% will reach to them. Basically everything is programmed in such a way that, see, when you're doing business with Facebook, obviously he'll think about business, right? When you're creating a Facebook page, when you're telling that you're doing business on Facebook, when Facebook knows that you're getting more leads or business, why will he give you a kind of a free space for you to market? Obviously it will be charged, right? So in Facebook, what you have to do is 60-40 ratio. 40% of the organic thing which really works, 60% of it should be paid marketing. So when you are doing this paid marketing, you have to follow this super 7. Okay. What is this super 7? Basically, you have to know your audience. So what, whenever you're doing this kind of a post or kind of a online engagement or online paid advertisement with Facebook, right? You have to be very specific with what is the audience which you are selecting. So Facebook as a tool, when you're starting a campaign, this is the actual layout or the screenshot of the campaign. If you click on add campaign, this is what it comes. So what I thought is initially we'll do a online session, but later I understood because of the technology stuff, I have taken the screenshot, which is important. So whenever you create on, I want to create a campaign for Facebook, this is the first thing which appears. So you have to be very specific. Facebook itself will ask you what is the audience you're looking for first. Second is what is the location, basically what location you are looking for. And next, what is the age group? Then what is the gender? Then what is the target segment or the interest which you're looking? So if you refer back in my slides also, I was telling you what are the basic things which are required. Okay. So if you go back, if you look into the key factors, which is setting up your goal, the age group, region, interest. These are the important things which you have to know when you're doing a marketing on Facebook. Okay, you have to know your audience. If you don't know your audience, Facebook will, it is not the fault of Facebook. Then you do a wrong campaign, then finally you don't get desired result. Second major thing is you have to have a right objective. If you are, if you are there in my last session, I was telling about the funnel, right? So the awareness funnel, consideration funnel, and the conversion funnel. So you have to have that basically in your whole system. So you have, when you're posting an ad also, it, Facebook asks you what is it. Facebook will not accept the ads the moment you go and pay Facebook. It doesn't take the Facebook. There is something, there is a difference between boost post and creating campaigns, friends. Most of the times there are in your page on in your Facebook, there is boost post. Many of them will go there and click on the boost post and start spending money. Don't do that. Don't do that boost posting. Boost posting is for entirely a different segment or different angle of doing the campaigning part. This is a standard way of doing the campaign. When you get in the campaign, Facebook asks you what is this, basically what you're doing. Are you building a brand awareness, or it is basically for the reach? It is also built on a funnel. Even the Facebook, when you're campaigning, right, they by themselves they adopt this funnel method. The first thing is they ask what is the awareness for. The second is what is that consideration which you're looking. Are you considering, are you looking for a huge traffic for your website? Do you want your post more of a social engagement? Or some cases like apps, when you're selling apps or downloads, app download or video views. If you have a beautiful video, you want to market that video, are you looking for video views? Or simple thing, the base thing, lead generation. Basically, you want to capture leads. Then is the conversion part. So if you look into the Facebook, when you want to target, when you want to market or do a paid advertisement, the first thing what Facebook asks is for what is the audience which you're looking, what is the location which you are preferring, what is the age, gender, and more details about what is the target segment we like. Okay, next is the awareness, consideration, and conversion. Basically, this is a funnel what Facebook is putting in place. So it is basically creating a funnel for you on your advertisement. Next important thing is on the creative part. Creative part is the creatives or the creative part, whatever creatives which you are doing is a major thing which is important for doing the social media Facebook campaign. Facebook allows only 20% of the content which should be on the post. If you're doing an image, it should be only 20%. And Facebook will review all your posts. Whatever you post, Facebook, it is not a mandatory that Facebook will accept it. There are chances that creatives Facebook will reject. And this is done by the backend team where they check on the creative part, audit it, and give it back. So when you're doing a Facebook creative, you have to be very specific on what you're communicating. So here, your content strategy plays a big role. So what is the content strategy you are having will impact on the creative part. So you have a good content strategy, then the impact on the creative is very good. Next, setting up a funnel. So as I told you, this is an internal funnel which is there in the site. So after this, what happens? So you have to set up a driving funnel from the Facebook. See, obviously, when I come to your Facebook page, you have put up a product which you are selling a dongle. If you're selling a dongle, you have put up the page of the dongle, you say 2000 rupees MRP. After that, what is the call to action? You'll be leading them, right? You'll be leading them to a landing page or to your website or an e-commerce portal, anywhere. So that funnel has to be set up. So basically, you have to again look into this phase of lead generation, lead nurture, and sales. So basically, what is the awareness what you're creating? You are creating an awareness of Wi-Fi product. What is the interest? You are selling it at 2000 rupees. That is the interest. Whether is he considering it? Yes, if he's considering it, then he has an intent to buy, then he'll click on the post. He clicks on the post. What is that next thing which happens? That is what it leads to a landing page or it leads to a website. So you have to clearly define what it is. So here, scheduling of the post. So as I told, these key factors are important, because if you are not setting up a proper funnel to your system, then you will lead to losing of data or losing of leads. There will be a lot of leakage in the leads. The next thing is a smart bid. Smart bid is basically, if you consider an uh, average cost of a lead would start from 20 rupees per lead to 150 rupees, 160 rupees per lead. I'm talking on the sale or a lead which happens. I'm not talking about the views. Views would be more. You will be having 10,000 impression, 1,000 impression and all. By the end of the day, what is the leads what you're generating in your funnel is very important. When we have done a lot of campaigns. Approximately, depends upon the category. Approximately, it starts from 20 rupees, might go to a price of 150, 180 rupees. Then what you have to look into this aspect of mobile. 90% of the people right now are checking their Facebook on mobile. So you can't write big essays telling about your product or your services. You have to have very crisp content on what is that you are selling on. So if you don't have that crisp content of what you don't or what you're selling on, then it is a big challenge. And you have to consider that everyone is there on the mobile. So the creatives also has to be in place where it is mobile responsive. Your website should be mobile responsive. When we were telling in the last session about website and responsiveness, so uh, everything together, if you calculate everything, drops down or melts down to a single point, whether it is responsive or not. So you have to consider your post whether it is mobile friendly, whether you can see it in your mobile or not. The next thing is on the split test. So basically, most of them, if you are aware of split test, how it works, what we do is basically create a campaign. For a campaign, we'll have two different creatives. A creative, say example, I am selling, again, I'll come back to the example of Wi-Fi dongle. I create two creatives, to creative one, creative two. So when I am posting both the creatives, I'll get to understand what is the trending which is happening on Facebook, how many impressions are built. So whichever has got a lot of impressions, right, you have to start engaging that creative or that post. So this is very important. Don't just create one post it on your website and think, okay, business will come to me. It is not. It will never happen. You have to have a split test. There are a lot of tools which are available on split test, on creating these kind of landing pages. You can set up a complete integrated system with the funnel where the whole campaign can be taken care. So if you consider, okay guys, if you consider Facebook as advertising on this Facebook, this Super 7 is very important. The first thing is, what is the audience which you are selling? What is the objective? Which you have to have a right objective. You have to create an efficient creative, which is very good. You have to set up your funnel. Basically, that is very much important. Smart bid. If you are not bidding smart, if you are not looking, say, I'll give you an example. Uh, uh, when you are marketing a product uh, with respect to cosmetics, there is an option where the segment of the people, say example, if you are looking HNIs, there is a high chance for you to sell the product for HNI women, a cosmetic product, then a mid segment. So you have to be very clever in choosing what is the right audience and smart bid. If you don't do that right, then your cost for acquiring a customer or cost per click would be more. So you have to be very good in setting up that smart bid. Okay. Next is mobile responsiveness. So basically, if that mobile responsiveness is there, then only there is a lot of engagement which happens. And smart share, you have to also post the sharing button. It is not that you just create a post and post it over there and there is just an image. You have to do a content also. Then the final thing is a split test. So if you follow this Super 7, right, 90% of the job is done in Facebook marketing. Most of them, what they do is they do a beautiful creative. They don't set up a funnel. They just go blindly set up a bid. Then they expect for them to get traffic or get leads, which will not happen. Some people, some very clever people, what they do is first they'll post it on the Facebook, thinking that it is free, people will come buy and everything. Then they realize, okay, this is not working. Then Facebook will slowly start promoting, boost the post with 1,000 rupees, boost the post with 1,500 rupees. Then they'll burn their finger boosting that post. So that is not an efficient way. So when you are spending money on Facebook, right, you have to be very clear with what you're not doing it. And if your agency is doing it, you have to cross check whether they are doing it. Just by doing boost post. I mean, I'll give you an example of Vadilal. I should not take the name Vadilal Ice Cream, uh, but they were spending close to 1.2 to 1.5 lakhs every month on just boosting it, where their customer acquisition was just zero. There is no customer acquisition which was happening. The creatives which they were doing, right, was like were really awesome. Even the creatives were awesome. Whatever they did, they were just boosting the post. So you have to set up these Super 7, whatever I call it as a Super 7. If you don't set up this Super 7 right, then you can't measure it. Basically, if you can't measure, then you can't go. Then obviously you will not get traffic. What you are expecting, obviously that will not in return get you more business. Okay. In the meanwhile, so tell me, okay, so next is most of them have a challenge. I mean, next part of it is setting up the funnel. So how do you set up the funnel? So guys, if you are interested to know how to set up a funnel, click on bring it on. Click bring it on. I'll tell you how to set up a funnel. Okay, great. So most of them are aware how to create the creatives and all these things. Many people are still wondering how to set up this funnel. So setting up this funnel itself is a big thing. Okay. So I was telling about Russell Brunson, who is again my coach. There is 150, I think 150 types of funnel which he has trained on. Okay. For each and everything, for a webinar, it is a different funnel. For selling products, it is a different funnel. For selling services, it is a different funnel. There is a lot of funnels. So on a whole, I'll teach you what are these funnels and how you can do it. Okay, so the basic thing when you're setting up your funnel, what you have to know is what is the funnel which I'm setting up. This is the base to base thing. Still wondering on what funnel. Darshan, you're just repeating funnel. Okay, let me explain you in this. You see the cone, right? Cornetto. Okay, the top of the funnel is what? Ice cream, right? So you get people here. Okay, this is kind of a cream part where a lot of people coming, viewing your website, and all these things happen. Then these are the people who are interested. I'll give you an example, simple example. I have sent only 2,500 people. Out of 2,500 people, 300 plus people only opened my mail. So that is the mid segment. Out of 300 plus people who opened my mail, 100 people only registered. That is kind of a bottom part. The final thing is we got 68 or 69 registration, out of which 50 people are here. This is a simple thing. So if you look into the database, it is 2,500 people. When you come to the people who are interested, it is just 300 people. When you still drill it down, it is only that 100 change people who are interested. Finally, some people who had made it is 50. So you have to be very specific. What is the ratio? What you are doing? When you set up this funnel, you have to start engaging. So right now, for me, I got a clear idea. Out of 2,500, it is not a lead. Contacts which I got, only 300 people viewed. So they are in the mid funnel. So I'll try to start reselling to them or retargeting to them. If I start retargeting them to that 300 people, right, I get an average conversion of 100 people. So in the average conversion, 50 people might turn up, 50 people based on their priorities and all these things. So it is not mandatory. If I'm reaching 2,500 people, I should be able to make. If you look into the ratio also, it is not 10% also. Okay. So basically, you have to look into what is the funnel which you are setting up. So if there are 10,000 people, if you are doing an email marketing, hardly you get 5 to 10% of 5 to 10% conversion. When you're doing Facebook marketing, you get around 35% of conversion. When we did for Vandana, we had got the reach was around 40,000 people. Okay, for a seminar, we had around 1,200 registered people, and finally, how many people turned up to the seminar is 100 change. This is a physical seminar which they paid, and after that, only 15 customers. So if you look into that spent and this thing, but if you look into the spent, what she did, she spent around 30,000 change for Facebook ad. Then the revenue which she generated was close to around 3 lakhs or 3.2 lakhs. Okay. So you have to also look into the ticket size of your product. Her ticket size of the product was starting from 25,000. So you have to look into the ticket size of your product. Some people would be selling just a 10 rupees product or 20 rupees product or 100 rupees product. Then you have to initially do a brand engagement, build a community across, then start selling to the community. You understand? It is not directly pitching in doing Facebook ads. If your ticket size is very low, you have to think about what you have to do and what is the approach you are making. So here strategy plays a very important role, and the content creation also plays an important role. So guys, if you look into it, everything is interlinked. Okay, everything is interlinked. Okay, structure your Facebook ad. So as I was telling you, if you don't structure your Facebook ad, so say example, I am doing a Facebook ad. If you look into my screen, there are uh, there are one campaign or one promotion of the product which I am doing. Say example, I am selling this Wi-Fi dongle. So what I do, I create two campaign promotions. So this is what it is called split test. I create promotion one, I create promotion two. So in promotion one, I have two ad sets. So two ad set basically is for the segment of people whom I'm targeting. It can be age, it can be sex, it can be group of people, or it can be region also. So when you're promoting also, you have to specifically have this kind of a structure where the campaign can be measured. So what happens if you just create one ad and post it on Facebook? You can't measure. Until unless you measure, you don't get the metrics right. And further down the line, you'll not invest more on Facebook campaign. So here there is lot of science which goes behind Facebook marketing. Gone are those days, just post it on Facebook, you get a lot of customers. You understand? I mean, there is 2.5 billion people on Facebook. Specifically narrowing it down, what is the service what you're doing? Specifically narrowing it down, what is the segment of people you're looking? Specifically narrowing it down, what is the segment and interested people you're looking? If you start segmenting specifically, right, then only you get a niche of people whom you have to target, and they are your right customers. Until unless you get your niche right, you can't sell. Basically what happens, if you start selling to everyone in the room, you can't sell. You have to specifically look into what is the niche I am selling for, what is the target segment I'm selling for, what is the specific region, zone, age, or segment of people I'm selling for. If you have that clarity in your mind about your business and your product, obviously Facebook is the best platform to sell your product or service. Many of them have burned their finger selling it on Facebook. They have earned few thousand rupees. They have paid to certain agencies. Agencies have, I mean, because there is a lot of things for an agency also. If you look into the agency aspect of doing the business, right? So when an agency comes and approaches you for Facebook marketing, first thing is you are not clear about what you want. You leave it to the agency part. When an agency walks in, agency is not the he doesn't have experience like 10 years or 12 years like you in this business, right? Say example, if you are doing any manufacturing, say example, Leela, who is into cakes, she does cakes. She has got 5-10 years of experience. She knows what is the thing which is best selling cakes, what is that people like, what is that which kids like, and all. She has to sit with an agency and try to understand and have a discussion regarding this. Then only a proper campaign happens. Most of them, what they do is they just pay them money or tell them what is it. Finally, at the end of the day, they don't get result. So going to the structuring of the Facebook. So the structuring of the Facebook ad is the most important thing what you have to do. Next is setting up objectives. So setting up objectives, it is kind of repeatedly coming and coming again and again. If you don't set up the objectives like awareness, consideration, conversion, then you will not get any traffic. You might get traffic, but you will not get any sales. This is the most important thing which is required in setting up your funnel or in setting up your campaigns, is having the right objectives which are set for your business. If I am doing a business, I am creating, okay, say example, I'll take a case of Vandana. She's into public speaking. She want to create brand awareness. Second, she has to do lot of she has, her consideration is lead generation for her program. Okay, what is that she is measuring on? She is measuring on conversions. Basically, how many people came and registered. That is the conversion rate. If she doesn't have a clarity on that, then there is no point of doing Facebook advertisement. Once you get a clarity of what is the awareness what you are doing, what is the consideration what you are doing. So are you really looking for lead generation, or are you looking for engagement, or are you looking for traffic? I think I have a friend of mine who is basically into graphic signages, Jay Kumar. He's also there. Yeah. So, Jay Kumar, say hi. So Jay Kumar is into signages. For him, basically it is one, it is kind of a brand awareness for him. Second, he has to generate traffic and do engagement. So how? He has to start building post with respect to his previous executions, what he has done, whom he has served. So once he gets that consideration level, right, then selling is easy. It is not a ready product for Jay Kumar to go and tell boss, this is your signage, you can't. It is not a ready product. So it has to be a custom build. So basically for me, I should be in the consideration. For me, awareness is the first thing. So the moment someone says, okay, signages or indoor signage, outdoor signage, for me, Jay Kumar's name or Jay Graphic should be visible. Then I should, that is the consideration. Once I say Jay Graphic, then I should bring him to a certain level where I make him sell online. I mean, I make him aware of what he is selling. It is not make him sell, make him aware of what he is selling or what he is doing on. So then only you will get into the conversion mode. Then probably he'll do a site visit and all this thing. For him to reach to that space itself is difficult. So you have to have a very clear idea what exactly is your objective. Okay. So if you set up a right funnel, and if you advertise with a super 7 technique which is there, and if you follow the key factors, then Facebook marketing is very easy. That is what is majorly important. So if you look into it, If you don't have this in place, right? If you jumble up, if you start marketing first and doing advertising later, it doesn't work. You have to follow this strategy of Facebook when you're doing marketing. Guys, no one will teach you in depth what I'm doing now, because this is business for us. Most of the agencies do business with this. Okay. Basically, it is it is basically basically whatever we I have learned in last 5 years have implemented this and brought it. So right now, so far so good. How many of you have understood what I was telling? If it is right, say type on RIGHT on the message on the chat board. Yes, right, exactly. Priyadarshan, Chetan, Anant, Madhu, Shilpa, Mamta, Leela, exactly. So, guys, this is the right thing. What you have to do. If you don't make the things right, then you will never be right. Exactly. Yes, boss. Joseph is saying yes, right. So, if you set up a funnel and advertise in a proper way and market your products, then that is what creates a Facebook campaign, guys. So if you look into this mind map, right, I think right now it is very for you, you're getting it right. It is very easy when I'm explaining you with respect to this mind map. I would have created a slide, then I thought, okay, let me start doing it, putting it on a mind map so that you will understand this more better. So once you have done all these things, the major thing is what? Tracking. So how do you track? Okay. So the whole thing when you're setting up, there are two things, which is Facebook itself gives you a lot of analytics with respect to tracking. Okay. So that itself is again a big, big total. We can have 2 to 3 hours of session. So Facebook is creating, I mean, Facebook by itself has a trackable links, which is there. One. Second thing is Facebook, Google Analytics. You can start making use of Google Analytics. Again, it is a free tool to track all your Facebook activities, which is happening. So ultimately, the point is whatever you are tracking and measuring is what you're getting. If you don't track, if you don't measure, then obviously there is no point in understanding in doing the whole business, right? So guys, so if you once you are tracking it, it is something like a funnel. Once I'll show you how. If you look into this funnel, so basically lead generation, lead nurture, sales, right? So once your sale happens, say example Darshan has come out of the system in the sale and he has become as customer. The 300 people who are there who have not done, right, you can post them again. So it is kind of a recycling of the funnel again and again and again. So what happens, you have to understand, basically you have to set up this funnel, put it in an automation mode, start sitting and relaxing and enjoying making that purchase or deal happen. You have to see that. Basically, that is the whole point of setting this. So if you don't put this segments in place, right, then obviously you'll not be getting good result. Okay, 48%. What I was telling about that 48%, right? What is this 48%? How many of you agree that Facebook is the most popular app in the world? Type on yes. Yes. Facebook has larger demography. I mean, demographically, it has covered a larger region in across the world. How many? If you agree to it, say yes. Right? Facebook is like globally, everyone is using Facebook. Yes, and it is almost growing. It is the fastest growing app in the world. Yes or no? Yes, right? Facebook is the fastest growing app in the world. And time spent, personally, take it personally, how much time you are spending on Facebook. I usually spend around 30 to 45 minutes of time every day on social on Facebook. So if you look into it, popularity wise, Facebook is the popular app. Demographically, it is covering a large audience. It is the fastest growing app it has got the maximum reach because most of them spend their time on Facebook ad. So if you look into it, Facebook has 1.56 billion active users daily. Okay, and on an average, everyone out of this 1.56 billion people, 60 minutes is spending on Facebook. We are still worried about how to reach that marketing manager who is sitting in Maneta Tech Park, and I don't know his email ID or contact, but I have to reach him. This is the right platform. 100% he's there on Facebook. You have to just make sure that you reach his page or a profile page, right? So on an average, 60 minutes is a time spent which is used by each individual. I mean, 60 minutes they are using. It is a huge, out of 25, 24 hours, 60 minutes if you are using there on Facebook, it's a huge time for us to market, right? Okay. Despite this, only 48 marketers think their Facebook efforts are effective. This is kind of an irony. Okay. Only 48% of the business or business pages which are there are effectively using their product. Leave about selling, they are effectively using only 48%. So you have to take that step, guys. You have to take that step, or you have to take that lead, understand. So basically how it's Facebook, I have given you a complete mind map of how Facebook ad works. This is a complete map of how Facebook ad works, and if you are following this to the core, then 100% you are getting it. If you agree to me, say type yes, I agree, Darshan. I agree, Darshan. IAD on the chat box. Yes, 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 yes. So, how many of you are still interested to learn more about Facebook? If you're still interested, yeah, you are still interested to learn on more about Facebook, right? Facebook is again a huge platform. It has grown rapidly in the last few years. So here is the takeaway, guys. So finally, putting this, if today morning I saw this post by Mahatria, you have to get one thing wrong to fall in life. You have to get everything right to rise in life. How many of you agree on this point? If you agree to this point, say I agree. Yes. So in this is applicable in every business. If you are not doing all the right things, which is all these things right, then obviously you are not, then you will be right. If you are not doing any one of the thing right, then obviously your campaign doesn't work, right? Okay. So guys, to take it further, what I have done is I'll be creating a Telegram group. Okay. So basically to engage people, to give them the best tricks, best new features which are available, and also train, I mean, keep them posted on the further trainings which are available. So if you are interested to join to this Telegram group, I'll be sending you the Telegram group link via email to all of you, all the 50 change participants today who have registered. You have to click and join that Telegram group. So once you join this Telegram group, right, I'll start communicating on one-to-one, because it becomes very difficult on WhatsApp to handle. So that is the thing. What I'm planning is moving this kind of a mastermind group, moving all the people who are interested to join on Telegram. Once you join this on Telegram, I'll keep you engaging with a lot of content, lot of other stuff, lot of things on the funnel. Next week I'll be planning to. I mean, I'm planning to create a webinar on funnels, different types of funnels which are there in the market, different types of funnels which are required for doing different businesses. So I'll be creating a complete like this, a mind map on funnel, and I'll be training you on the funnel, marketing funnel, setting up only on the internet based marketing funnel. You can call this as an internet based marketing funnel. Okay, I'll be teaching more about that. So I am doing a lot of these kind of training videos now. Okay, to learn complete Facebook marketing, I'll be launching my training video, which will be on Teachables on May 1st. So the price is 4,999. People who are interested, they can buy in the below link, 4,999. Here you get to understand the complete way the Facebook works. I'll be helping you to set your goals. That is with the videos. I'll be helping you out to understand what is the audience you want to get. I'll be helping you out to specifically get into the Super 7. Okay, the major thing is setting up the funnel individually for your business and tracking it. So that will be a kind of a video session, kind of a step-by-step procedure to do the complete marketing. You can learn the whole thing on a step-by-step video, because what happens right now, if I try to explain it on a Zoom or whatever it is, it becomes very difficult, because the understanding level and the doing level for each person or in each individual is different. So I'm creating a set of training videos exclusively for Facebook marketing, okay, which will be launched on May 1st. Okay, right now, today, for this people who are there today, they can buy this Facebook training video. Okay, the link again will expire in the next 1 hour. We can buy a complete Facebook training video for exclusively for these people for rupees 499. Okay, so if you are interested to buy this complete video of step-by-step procedure of how to do your marketing on Facebook, you have to go to this link, okay, where I have shared it on the chat box. So you go, click on the InstaMojo link, pay 499 and get your video. So guys, if you think, okay, I'm not selling you anything, if you think this video or this section was good enough for you to understand what Facebook works, then obviously the next video session will teach you more and more about it. It will be almost around 8 to 10 hours of videos which will be there, okay, which is a recorded live session of how to create the complete thing. So you can buy it for 499. Okay, so I think I'm done with this presentation on Facebook. Okay, coming back, so if you have to get one thing wrong to fall in life, I mean, you have to get one thing wrong to fall in life. You have to get everything right to rise in life. So ending this with a positive statement. Okay, so I'll take up questions if you have any questions, any doubts. Okay, with respect to the class or the class what we had or seminar what we had today, you can start. So right now, why everyone has the liberty to unmute themselves and start asking questions. Thank you for everyone who made this, taken 1.5 hour time today to understand about Facebook marketing. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. So if you have anyone has a question, they can ask me questions. If they have anything to share about the program today. Excellent. Yeah, thank you, Sri. Thank you, Mamta. You can come online and tell what is a positive thing you have taken. Chetan, Arun, anyone can come online and tell me what is the positive thing which you took. At least one learning which you had taken. That would be good.
Hello, Darshan.
Yes.
Yeah, see, like all these days or
Yes,
years rather, I have been hearing, see, like I'm not very active on any of the social media. I don't
Okay.
even have a Facebook account, to be very precise.
Okay.
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 Because see, the thing is, I got such a huge number of negative impact and the bad effects of Facebook, which
Hmm.
the younger generation of people are undergoing. So I never ventured into this. But then I don't know how it's going to be useful for business. I'm definitely going to try it out, start afresh,
So
and
first thing,
then.
what you have to understand, Anand,
Uh,
whether why Facebook, did you get that why Facebook?
Yeah, I know. See, see, earlier days, I thought it was only for a social interaction and those
Correct.
things.
Correct.
That it can be used for business. Only in the last session, I got to know a little detail about that. And
Ah,
now I know probably, I mean, I don't say I know everything. I know maybe about 1 or 2% of what Facebook is as of now. Let me be
correct.
very frank.
Okay. Okay.
So let me see. I'll try to implement this in my business and then see
Yeah.
how it goes. It's only for business, not for a social this thing.
Done. Done. Thank you. Thank you, Anand.
Yeah.
So Darshan, for me, Mamta here,
Oh,
I
hi,
have
Mamta.
a different input actually.
Okay.
For Hydrilla, I will tell you, almost 80% of Hydrilla's business comes through Facebook only.
Great. Great. Okay.
And that too, 95% of it is organic on Facebook.
Oh,
So, but
very good.
your session, the different perspective I got is it made me more organized. There
See,
are a few things, I was just doing very organically. Mind me, whatever content came, I used to post, and that used to drive the audience. But
correct.
you are making it very organized, actually. Now, I think
Correct. That
that
is
80%, I don't know where it will go now.
sure. Sure. Once you become more organized, right,
Yeah.
you'll get a lot of retargeting which happens. Right now, you'll be missing on retargeting what you should be doing it on. You'll be missing.
Darshan, Mamta's sharing just now gave me
Hmm.
one more thing. See,
Yes, sir.
I think that's what she told. Though not that very well organized, she is getting quite a good business.
Correct.
And imagine if she's organized. Yes, that is a real takeaway for me, in fact.
Correct. Correct. See, everything has to be organized. It is like our lifestyle or our personal living. If you are more organized, it is more efficient.
Yes,
If you have to increase your efficiency, you have to be more organized. Mamta, you can, if you put up this funnel setup and all these things, right, you
Yeah,
can multiply your sales or business, what is happening. If you're
I'll do
closing
that.
10 deals or 10 registration, you can make it 20, 50, 100. So you have to start thinking on placing all these things. And everything is automation right now in this present age.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Mamta. So Jai Kumar has done a purchase. Thank you. Thank you, Jai Kumar. Thanks for the purchase. Okay. So guys, if you look into it, it is kind of peanuts for the price what what the video it is. So right now, for me, it is more engagement which I am trying to build it on, and more audience which I am planning to build on. Okay. So Madhusudan, thanks a lot for your knowledge sharing. Yeah. Great, great. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Darshan,
Yes, Jay. Yeah.
I think you have shared your 30 to 40% of your business techniques to us. This is a basic thing which everyone should know, because most of the time we intend to give to the design companies or hosting companies to manage our Facebook and all. Mine is still pending as usual. Now we got an idea what and all has to be done. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you have to know the questions right. That is all.
Yes, yes.
Correct, correct.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Jai. Thank you for the purchase.
Darshan, I am also done with the purchase.
Thank you, Mamta. Thank you very much. So anyone interested to share? So shall we call
Hello,
up for
sir.
the day? Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So I've also purchased. Just wanted to understand that
Thank you.
I've written it also to you. It's basically how we take in Facebook to market, or we can do it ourselves through the class that you'll be giving us on 1st May, sir.
So basically that would be a video recorded video sessions on step-by-step procedure to do your Facebook marketing. Okay. If you are capable enough, you can learn quick things quickly. You can do it by yourself. That video is self-sufficient for you to do a campaign put up a strategy in place, and do the execution.
Okay.
It is self-sufficient.
Done, sir. Thank you. I'm looking
Thank you.
forward to it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What is that 4,999? That is you
That is
train us.
4,000. Yeah, that is a 4,999. I gave it for the price of 499.
Oh, great.
Geeta initially thought, see, this is exclusively for the people who have attended this seminar today. Okay, it will be 100% for 4,999 outside. We'll be putting that link soon in our website. But people who are buying it today, it is 499. It is just $500. If you go
What's
to a
your
coffee day,
website called, sir?
odopix.com, odopix.com. So
Okay.
it will be there in our mails, all the mail
Yeah.
communication which we do, right?
Right.
We'll
sir.
be having it. So anyone has, yeah. So anyone has anything to share? Any questions?
Just one thing, Darshan. I had joined a little late actually, so I missed the beginning parts of the mind map. If you
So
can just share even a picture also, I can catch it. Yeah.
This mind map, everyone will be getting the mind map and the PPT and the mails today. Whoever attended it will get a mind map and the PPT.
That's great. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Darshan, Naufal, yeah.
Yes, boss.
Very good session. Okay, and keep sharing your knowledge, man. No, it's very great initiative. Okay, I'm very happy that you are doing such things, and useful for. I'm sure many of the people will have a good takeaway from this session. So keep doing that. Okay, I'll watch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Yes, guys.
Thanks a lot, Darshan.
Oh, hi, Chetan.
Yeah, it was a great session indeed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. These days, I told you, we are anyways working on digital platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and all. So definitely we can. We have got some direction now.
Okay. So you just follow the mind map what I have given, Chetan.
Sure. Yeah.
If you put the mind map in place, obviously it will keep self-driving you.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for attending the seminar. Okay, fine. So anyone has a questions? Anyone has feedback which you have to share? You're most welcome. We have another 5 minutes. We'll wind it up by exactly at 12:30. So Vandana can share her experience working with me. So what are the campaigns which we created and all? Okay, fine. So I think most of them are done with the questions and the sharing. Okay, so next week, 11 o'clock, please block your calendars. I'll be coming up with a new topic and new things which I'll be sharing on whatever I have learned. So all these things will be shared on the mail. Please do register and start subscribing on my YouTube channel. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your valuable time. Okay, thank you. Bye.